Okay guys, on our last video we were over in Maine on the coastline checking out some stuff, which was pretty cool. So what I told you, I had a little secret that I wanted to go and look at, and that was the old abandoned swingers club that's sitting in the Poconos. So I decided to work my way over that way and spend the night over that direction and take a look at the abandoned resort called Penn Hills. And then from there we ended up shooting over to New York and hanging out with a friend of mine. But anyway, this video is all about the abandoned swingers club in the Poconos. So let's take a look at it and check it out, guys. Hope you like it. Alright, I told you we were going to go check out a cool old resort called it's called Penn Hills, and it was an old singles place back in, it opened in I think 1969 or right around that time, and it had been around for a long time, and all kinds of people had come up here. It was for singles and swingers and whatnot. So I've seen some video on it, so I thought it would be really cool to visit and take a look at. It's kind of right off the main drag, which I don't like because it's right close. But anyway, here's a picture of it, and that is the Penn Hills Resort. So here's another side of the place. And I guess in the day it was quite the thing. It's got a lot of, from what some of the stuff I've seen, it's got a lot of the 60s and kind of that old stuff. So I don't know, we'll have to see. Back in the day, I don't think anybody, you know, this road probably had no traffic on it hardly at all. You had to be coming off on a thing. So I don't know if what's going on with this vehicle over here. And I do see it says private property, no trespassing. So I don't know. We may not be able to go in and explore, which I wanted to, but so there's one of the old abandoned buildings, and there's all kinds of buildings in the back. Like I said, I don't know if I'm allowed to be back in here. It's kind of on a main drag, so it's going to be really kind of tough, but it's located right on Mill Creek here, which is really quite beautiful. Definitely a awesome spot here. So we're going to see if we can't go in and check some of it out. I don't know. We'll have to play this by ear. There's a vehicle on the other side of the street that doesn't seem to want to move. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but it's hard for me to do anything with him sitting there. And he's still there, so I don't know. I don't dare go in. Generally what's going to happen is somebody's going to make a call, and that's how it's going to come down of getting in trouble. It's a little difficult to see, but we're able to look in some of this. I think this was the main dining room and dance hall and ballroom and all that. But man, a lot of people have sure been in here and graffitied the hell out of this place. It's just a shame. It's amazing that people would destroy, you know, come in and just destroy. And obviously this window here, they've, you know, they threw this through the window and smashed the window, and that's why the signs go up, is people just, you know, they're just destructive. They just destroy the stuff. So you can understand if a cop come by, he's probably gonna stop and, you know, give hell because of what's actually happened here, you know, with all the graffiti and all the stuff being destroyed. But we're going to go under this main part here, like I said, I'd love to get in and kind of explore through it, but I don't know if we'll be able to do it. Looks like we could actually get in over here. I don't like the bike sitting out where it's at because it's pretty vulnerable. But anyway, here's the inside of the atrium. This used to be the dining, is my understanding. And kind of researched some of this place out. Try to keep my eyes peeled. I don't end up having a police officer show up and give me the riot act. Could actually get arrested for trespassing, of course. I'm not sure what this would be. Maybe the kitchen facility where they would fix the meals and those kinds of things. Comes back out to the atrium. Bunch of papers and that. All kinds of crap and debris. It says house recipe. Just basic stuff. I don't see anything of any interest. I don't know if anybody's done any squatting in here or not, but storage pantry, I'm assuming. And I'm not going back down in there because I didn't bring a flashlight. Like I said, a little leery on getting too much time spent in here because I don't want to get in trouble. I just want to kind of see the place. So that's where I came in and went out. Most of these places are all busted into. See, there's another car parked over there. I don't know what they're doing, but again, I'm gonna kind of make my presence here be kind of quick, just for the simple fact there's too many cars out and about and hanging around. And if somebody calls, it looks like it goes way back in here. There's all kinds of stuff. If you could hide out with the bike somewhere, then you could come in and walk in. But with the these must have been a few residences here. But anyway, yeah, again, I won't get too deep into this stuff because I didn't bring a flashlight. I guess there's a little bit of light over here in one of the things here. Typewriter, I don't know what this was. Kind of was looking for something that would indicate this is the entrance part where I seen in the beginning. So kind of looking for something that had, memorabilia of a Pembroke or something on it, which would have been kind of cool. But I don't see much of anything. Again, I think we're going to tiptoe out of here. And these are more residences and things of that nature. And I think that up there is more Penn Hills. And like I said, in the day, this was quite the place. And it closed up in 2009. Little creek coming through here. Yeah, this is more of the residences and stuff. And like I said, I'm sure they've all been broken into, and be cool to come back in here and do a camp out in here, but I don't think that's going to happen. This is just more of the creek, more of the buildings, and if they do show up a cop or something, he's going to call back up, and it's going to be a nightmare for probably an hour. Yeah, so these are the residences. Yeah, these are This is definitely part of it. You can see that's the bed with their round beds. And the heart-shaped jacuzzi. You know, very cool stuff. Look at this. This is where the bed was. I seen one of these. All these places have the round bed with the mirrors, mirrors on the top, mirrors on the thing. So typical, you know, disco 70s, man. Disco 70s style. But still very cool. You can imagine if these walls could talk. Ho, 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 ho. I'll bet there's some crazy times back in the day when the cocaine was flowing like Kool-Aid, and you know, the acid and all that stuff. I can only imagine, man, that they were cranking it out. So I imagine there was some major well, use your own imagination, I'm sure. Very cool though, very cool. But at least we got to see a lot more than I kind of was thinking. I mean, I could spend an entire day here going through stuff, but because that's me. I live to explore stuff. But you know, you can't get too crazy because of I don't want to get in trouble. Some more kind of tiered villa style little bungalows or whatever you want to call them. This is more of the Maine, one of the more Maine things. I'd like to go in there, but as you can see, I got a truck that's sitting here, and I don't dare get too crazy. If he would leave, for God's sakes, it would ease up my concern a little bit more. And you know, being that this is such a busy place, I worry like hell that, you know, just a cop comes by on a random pass, and you know he's going to pull over. So we can check this one out, I guess, because it's right here. A little different kind of bed, a little more conventional in this room. A little more conventional. We definitely got some mirror stuff going on. Showers and that, closet. But again, I don't want to get too in-depth in there. Ah, the truck is leaving. Very cool. Alright, kind of a cool little tidbit of information. He used to work here. His name is Nick, and he used to work at this place before it closed up. And he said it was just cranking. And the building up there, that's the ice rink. The golf course is in the back. So he gave me a little more info, and he said they're not too worried about this stuff anymore, like they used to be, just because it's been so tore up and vandalized that, you know, it's not like they're concerned with it as much as what they used to when they first closed it. Of course, you don't want people coming in, and I guess the individual that had this or put this together, he was like over 100 years old or something, and when he died, that's when it went to heck. Wow, this is definitely pretty cool. This is an outdoor, it's a pool table, I believe. That's what it looks like. I don't know for sure, but oh yeah, here we go. We can at least see the indoor. I knew there was an indoor pool, but you can see how badly it's been. You know, look at this. Very cool, man. You've got right, the communal pool, indoor pool. Oh man, over there I imagine they did the give out towels, registration or whatever. And we'll poke in here for just a second. And we've got kind of an atrium up here. Look at the hot tub up here, the sunken hot tub. I seen that in part of the video. Very cool, very cool. Oh, look at the old wooden hot tub here. The old style wooden one. Very neat. Just a lot of very interesting, cool stuff. This would be kind of fun to salvage this. That wood's really kind of good stuff if you took it and thing. But, you know, it's just such a shame that the vandalization, gosh, I don't know why people would want to destroy. Leave it like, you know, leave it somewhat pristine so people can explore it. I mean, hell, I'd pay $5 to go through all this stuff and look at everything and see it. I mean, to me, it's worth it. I like that. I love that kind of cool old stuff. So we're just poking around here, and I'm not going to get too crazy, but I think I've gotten you a pretty good idea of the place. Oh, this must have been kind of a place for pumps and equipment and that kind of stuff. I would like to go up in some of those. I imagine they're very similar to what I've already looked at, but I think what we'll do is we'll just circle around here. And yeah, here's the outdoor pool. But if you look it up, Penn Hills, and you read up on it or watch a thing on it in its day, its advertisement, this place was it. This was the shit up in the another car's pulling over, so I'm gonna get out of here. This was the shit over in the Poconos. I mean, this was the place to be. And but as I said, there's just too many vehicles coming and going, so it's just kind of not the it's not the place to do too much hanging out. This guy looks like almost, you know, it's a gal, but they, you know, they make a call and then all hell breaks loose, you know. So anyway, very, very cool.